So early summer, a lot of times what you're going to see, especially when we're during the bluegill spawn, is you will see a lot of bluegills sitting on top of these piles. There we go. And the trick is always going to be able to distinguish between the bluegill and the crappie. And one of the things that I use a lot is whether or not they're flickering. Bluegill are obviously smaller, but they're also flickering, and that's their gills in and out. Great starting fish right there. But anytime I'm looking at those bluegill, I'm checking out to see if they're flickering, and if they're sitting still, most likely it's going to be a crappie. Solid feedback from your sonar. And then you have the little guys that are flickering around. And some piles are loaded with flickering fish, also known as bluegill in my mind. So yeah, just a little something. Good start to the day, guys. We've got a beautiful one ahead of us. All right, guys, we're out here early in the morning, like 6 o'clock, something crazy. Yeah, it's 6:30. Been out here for about 20 minutes, just looking at all, piles, seeing what kind of piles are good starter piles for a day. And what I always notice is that in the morning, certainly during overcast days especially, fish get really scattered. And so I'm just trying to find piles that at least there's a bunch of them scattered around the brush pile that I would like to start on, throughout the week. So it's a beautiful day. We're fishing with the hammer, the Comet from Sniping Braid, all these great products. Check them out. PTG, Cornfield Fishing Gear. We've got the Quest. Hope you guys enjoyed the video I did on the Quest. It is absolutely stealthy, quiet, and extremely fast. It's very nice. We're going to be running, just so you guys know before we get started here, is that we are going to be running a hair jig special. So when this video airs, if you go to the website, there's going to be a special. We're going to call it the summer special on hair jigs. You'll check it out. Up to about 20-25% on hair jigs, which we've got 16 different varieties, something ridiculous. Fantastic for any lake that you fish. So check out the hair jigs, guys, and everything else. So this morning, the summer morning, it's beautiful. The water is still. We've got, it's going to be somewhat of a blue sky day once these clouds clear. But at the end of the day, we're going to have sun, which is nice because that's going to bring the fish to the piles, and that's what I absolutely love. Brush pile fishing for me is just absolutely one of the joys of my crappie life. So sit back, relax, get something to drink. We're going to be putting fish in the boat. Come on now. So again, kind of a target here that has some crappie on it. They're nice and still, but also you have some fish that are flickering around. Again, a lot of bluegill. See that a lot this time of year. And I mean, some piles are loaded. You can't even see your bait go through, but you can actually go down to the crappie that tend to sit right below them. There we go. And we got them. All right. Nice fish, guys. Bam. What a beautiful fish in the morning. Mostly on my lake I've got black crappie. For those that know, that is what I typically catch here. Now we do have whites, letting them go. That's typically the crappie that we have here. Speaking of guide trips, guys, definitely have availability in the month of July and at the tail end of June. So if you're interested, hit me up. Still got a follower. Boom. Oh, are you kidding me? Ouch. There we go. We switched up to a hair jig just to give them a different look, and we're rewarded with a good solid fish. Bam! I'm using the swamp right now, and let me talk to you a little bit about that stuff. But here's a good solid fish, guys. Bam, good fish. Those guys all sitting on top of that pile. Crappie, nice big solid crappie right there. Beautiful. Let me show you. We're letting them go. As always, we let them go. Let somebody else catch and have fun with those fish. This is the mega pack. The mega pack of hair jigs is all 1/32 ounce. It's a large portion of the colors that we offer, 1/32 ounce. They're perfect for summer fishing. If you really want to get serious about hair jigs, get the Let's Go Fishing Pack. That's a variety, total of 45 hair jigs. Can't go wrong. These are all going to be on sale on the website when you guys see this video. And you can't go wrong with this because this is so simple just to have in your boat, and you're covered on 1/32 ounce hair jigs. So what a beautiful, peaceful morning. I hope you guys enjoyed Memorial Day weekend, and we're getting started here on summer fishing, where all those fish are starting to go back to these brush piles. And I'm just telling you, on days where it's a little overcasty in the morning, they're going to be a little scattery, but as that sun starts to rise, clouds or not, doesn't really matter. It just takes a little bit longer. If you have clouds, those fish are going to start going to those brush piles, and you'll see those brush piles start to really grow. Now, I live on a wreck lake, so typically the wreck boaters are out by roughly around 9 o'clock, and so I know that we have to get on the fish quick, early, and then we have to hit the coves in the back to make that happen. So every lake's a little different, and we do plan on doing a lot of traveling this summer, just so you know. So we're going to go back to Ross Barnett. We're going to go back to a lot of lakes, Grenada as always, but we're going to be trying some new lakes as well. So look for those videos coming up. Striker 10, hammer. A lot of people on the guide trips absolutely love the King's Tail, the 8-footer. Got those in the boat as well. But we're going to continue here with a little bit of the paddle tail, but also, obviously, it's a hair jig episode. We're going to put some hair jigs on there too. Oh, just a little guy. Nice fish though, regardless. And that's another great picture of something that is, you know, really showing off the different types of species that are out there. You've got your, let that guy go. You've got your bait fish, you've got your crappie that are nice and sitting still here, guys. Then you have the guys that are flickering a lot. Now those can be small crappie, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, they're going to be bluegill, red ear, that type of fish, because they're flickering, moving around a little bit. They look antsy, whereas the crappie are always going to seem really still. That's a great example of one right there. Okay, perfect example of one right there. Got one might even be sitting right there on top of the stump. Now that could be a bass, but no, I definitely think it's probably a crappie. So that's how I'm evaluating fish: bluegill versus crappie, and definitely will let me point you out a bass here there. Now, anytime you see something like that, that's a lot of small bait fish, or definitely a lot of bluegill. Small bluegill, most likely. Something that it's really easy to identify. Again, flickering, moving around. They definitely move in packs. It can be individual as well, but I'll tell you what, when you spook them, they all will move down together, kind of like a flock of birds. And that's your bluegill there. Great. All right, guys, that's gonna end it. That's a fantastic fish right there. Great way to end it, man. Check out the hair jig deal on the website. Appreciate you. Please share and subscribe to the channel, but also like it. Help a guy out. Gonna put out at least one full content video every single week throughout the summer. Lots of shorts, so just watch the channel, watch all the other social media. What a great fish. Take it easy, guys.